I think we're live. Let's do some Leetcodes. Twitter bot's blowing it up. Let's go. 4 out of 4 connected. Yeah. People are tuning in from Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Something I found out recently, I'm not 100% sure this is true, but based on my previous stream, I think it's true, is that if you're trying to chat me on Facebook, let me do this. I'm just going to open up a Facebook tab. Like the chat messages from Facebook weren't coming through. But I will adapt. So now I have Facebook on this other panel. So maybe I should be doing the same thing with LinkedIn too, because I was under the impression that LinkedIn chatting is not a thing. Yeah, okay, fine. Why not both? Okay. Forget about it. Forget about it. I got them both pulled up over there. Let's dive in. I don't really know what we're going to do. We're going to just do medium collection. I feel like I just did this. Okay. This is cool. There's a lot of content here. I see 9 chapters. Don't know why I thought it said 9 items. Went for the linked list. I completed add 2 numbers. I solved it. Let's try again. This is the solution. Hit me in the chat if you want me to walk through that. I kind of streamed this last time. Basically, last time I was like super close, but I did this wrong. And so I can walk through it, let me know, or I'd prefer to just move on. So I'm going to move on unless you say, no, don't move on. Tell us. But you can look at this code and study it and compare it to last time. Cool, that was accepted. So should I do more linked list or should I hop around? Let's do one more and then we will, how lame is that, right? Because there's only 3. So if I do one more, then it's going to be 1 away from done. I think I'm going to still do one more and then break into... I don't know what backtracking means, so probably I should practice that. Sorting, I feel like I'm pretty good at sorting and searching, so I'm not going to do those. Arrays and strings, I feel like I got those. Maybe tomorrow I'll do some of those, because you never want to be like, oh, I'm good at that, and then like you screw it up. But I feel like my weak points are dynamic programming and trees and graphs. Really, the dynamic programming is where I'm weak. And then I'll also try out other, because I don't know what's in there. Woo! So we'll try to get through 4 today. Given the head of a singly linked list, group all the nodes with odd indices. Cool. Together, followed by the nodes with even indices, and return the reordered list. Wouldn't that give you 2 lists? Group all the nodes with odd indices together. So like here's 0, 0's even, 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4. Group 2 and 4 together. Okay, so they group, what they mean by group is not produce another linked list. They just want it. They just want those adjacent. Okay. Baby, tell me, how did you get so cold? Okay. I could be wrong, but like I feel like it doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and do the 0, 1. 1 is odd group. We'll go ahead and do the odd group to the back just because that's what they did right here. I feel like it shouldn't matter, but hey, it's what they did in the example. I'm going to get an argument called in. No. I don't see an argument called in. They're just telling me right here. So I could receive 0 nodes. What do I do if it's 0 nodes? I guess I just return null. Can I do a custom test case? Custom test cases. Null. Let me undo that, grab this guy to my clipboard. I'll just return null and run that code with this custom test case. Null is not a value, is not a valid value, invalid test case. Yeah. Okay. They have me entering it in an array syntax, which is weird. Head must consist of values. Leetcode, really goofing, man. And look on the other stream where they got the type wrong last time. So basically, the fact that this errors indicates they can't pass me null. So they can pass me a list node where next is null, but that would still be a non-null head node. Okay, so I mean, I'll just make a note and move on. Note, it's not clear that they can actually pass a null head. It's not clear that they can actually pass a null head or input a null head. I would think I just return null. Okay, so that's what I would do. I don't really stress about those edge cases because I have no interest in being Leetcode God. What I want to do is get good at practicing algorithms for the purpose of interview. And like at FANG, your interviewer is never going to be this unclear. Like they're just going to tell you yes or no. I'll pass you a null head. You just ask them like, can you pass me a null head? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, in that case, can I just return null? And they'll be like, sure. Good. Move on. Okay, so, and look, even the return type that they pre-populated, I'm allowed to return null. And then they tell me that I'm not, that I have to return a list node. Okay, let's just move on. So I feel like what I want to do is create 2 linked lists and then just join them at the end. That's what I'm going to do. So that's my approach. I don't know if it's optimal, but this is kind of my naive approach. Create 2 linked lists and join them at end. Okay. I'm going to maintain this return null thing if I'm just going to include it. And then I'll have the node in there. So if not head or not head dot next, right? So in this case, there would only be these might be 2 different cases. Nope, I think they're the same case. Return head. Right? All right, so think about this. If they give me null, or if they give me a valid node that doesn't have a next, I'm just going to return head. So I'm happy with that. So that's actually 2 edge cases handled in the same conditional block. Pro tip, don't starve your brain of glucose when you're trying to learn and study. It's brain fuel, baby. Okay, so if there is head and head.next, we have at least 2. So let's say I have head and I have head.next. Now I have 2, but I don't have head.next, not next. So I don't have 3. So I can still just return head because they're still the 2 groups. There might be some test case that yells at me because maybe, let's see, 0, 1, 0, 1. Nope, 1 is still going to be pushed to the right. So they should never yell at me. Okay, so over here I'm going to do const head. We're going to call this new head. It's a pseudo code right now, return new head. So this is kind of like the happy path, the normal scenario, is that I have 3 or more nodes. So I can loop through each of them, and that would be O of n, right? I can also just loop through half of them and have 2 pointers. It would still be O of n, but it'd be like a faster O of n. It'd be like it would be O of 0.5 n, which is asymptotically O of n. So that would be something that's kind of like Leetcode Pro, because Leetcode cares about your milliseconds, but in an interview setting, they don't actually care. In solving it somewhat naively, if you're aware of the more optimal approach, is actually a power interview move, because you can solve it naively, and they always ask you the question, can you think of any way to optimize this? And you can be like, yeah, bro, I can double how fast it is. And some people will be like, I don't care, but that could impress some people. And it allows you to control the conversation. You have time control on the conversation, which is great, because if you can kind of slow walk your conversation, you can basically block your interviewer from giving you crazy questions that you're not ready for. Similarly, if you're currently feeling uncomfortable, you can try to kind of blow through it and get to the next thing. So what I want to do here, so I want to do const even group, and this is going to equal head, and then const, this should be a let odd group equals head equals head dot next. Okay. Excuse me. So even group and odd group, and then I need a pointer. So those are going to be the group heads, and then what I'm going to do at the end is last L of even group dot next equals first L of odd group. Okay, so that is my strategy. So we're going to traverse these 2 groups, and at the end return them that way. So we're eventually just going to return the even group head. And so this will be cur. This will be even group cur equals odd group head. Okay. Even group cur dot next is odd group head. So I want to know, do I need 2 or 4 more pointers? I at least need 2 more pointers, okay? And those would be my current pointers, where I'm going to be iterating through this list, and I need to know my current position in that list. The question is, what about when I get to the last odd node or the last even node? I think I have a few options to deal with that. Normally what I would do is I would just hit next, and then it's going to be null. It's going to be a null pointer. And that would be good for terminating my loop, because I can check if I got 2 null pointers, terminate the loop. The reason that approach would run into some tension, and I'm not saying it means we're going to reject this approach, I'm just thinking out loud about the tension that presents. If I have 2 null pointers, how do I attach odd group to the last element of even group? One thing I could do is just retraverse even group, which it doesn't change the time complexity. It's still O. It would be O of 2n, which is still in the order of n because you drop that 2. It just it doesn't feel great. What the other thing I could do is I could have 2 extra pointers, so that I have like current pointers and then the last not null pointer, and that would save me an O of n trip. So I'm actually going to go for that. So you can see we have 3 possible solutions we've already discussed. One is linear traversal. 2 is traversal with 2 pointers at once, which is what we're going to do. And then 3 is, I guess we have 4 options, because for either of those 2 options, we have these 2 pointer handles. So 1 is retraverse and attach, and 2 is have last valid node pointer traversal. And the O of n's for those go to 1.5. In terms of, this is not memory. This is, they're all constant memory because we're just using pointers. They're free. But in terms of performance, there's like 3 different options. They're all in the same order of n, but they're not actually the same speed. One is 4 times faster than the other. So there are some speedups that you could, there's like multiple speedups that you could discuss in your interview, even though these don't change the time complexity. So we're going to end up with 6 pointers. Everyone's going to start out pointing to heads. Technically, I don't need odd group last not null. Okay, so even group last dot not null dot next is odd group head. I'm going to go ahead and just comment that whole pointer. If we don't need it, we don't need it. And so we're going to use a while loop and our termination criteria. Why do we use a while loop and not a for loop? In JavaScript and TypeScript, to initialize a for loop, you need to know the length of the loop, and the length of the loop is indeterminate. So that's why we're going to use a while. In Python, things may be different. In multiple other languages, things may be different. Okay, great. So we're going to say while I have either current. Okay, while I have either current. Okay. I'm just grouping them. I'm not doing any math. I'm just grouping them. Even group head. Even group cur dot next is I think that's right? So that would be this would be odd, and that, so here's an even and an odd, an even and an odd and an even. So I think that's right. Now the trick here, there's a couple tricks. First, even group cur itself might be null. Second, the next might be null. I think I'm gonna write it two ways. The more parsimonious way to write it, if their compiler supports it, and this is TypeScript, would be like that. So if even group cur exists and even group cur.next exists, then even group cur.next would be that. Pretty nice, concise little advertisement for TypeScript right there, in my opinion. Okay, cool. Do the same thing here. So it'd be odd, even, odd. Okay. I think let's not one of the dangers that I fall into, I don't know about you, is I always seem to like overcomplicate these issues or like these like algorithm problems. So I think that could be it. Let's see. Invalid test case. Yep, fine. Where's the I've long since messed that up. I don't know if that makes any sense. Just kind of did it. Okay, cannot find name even group. Let's see. Even group, even group, even group. Oh, should be even group head. Okay. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm identifying the next. I was not advancing my traversal. I was not advancing my cursor. So even though I identified the next, I never actually told it to like go there. Does that make sense? And if you never go there, you're just on the same nodes over and over and over. Okay, so so if there is a next, go there. Otherwise, go to null. I think that's right. $23, $15, $77, $24. Expected answer. Okay, let's see what's going on. 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's go 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So I should say 1577. Boom, boom. That's right, 1577. Okay, 0, 1, 2. 23, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, my answer's totally wrong. So why? Okay. Good news is that the test case worked and that logically it jives with what I was thinking. But what is wrong in this implementation? So my answer, we both say 23. 0, 1. Why? Let's let's remove the joining and see if I can get my even group right. So this will so this is going to be wrong, but it's basically debugging. (23, 19, 1, 5). 23, 19, 1, 5. Hey, this is really positive. It means my even group was assembled properly and the head node was returned properly. So what's goofed is this. Oh, okay, it makes perfect sense. I advanced my current cursor and I never advanced my last not null cursor. Okay. I only need the even group last not null cursor. Here we go. Even group last not null equals even group. Let's ask even group cur. I say like I'm Ron Burgundy, like even group cur. It's how I remember subconsciously how a ternary works. Like yes, because the answer is like yes and then no. I'm Ron Burgundy. Yes, you are. So you handle the yes case and you handle the no case in a ternary. Oh, man. Okay, so if even group cur is truthy, let's point to it. Otherwise, I'm going to point to the last not null cursor. Okay. I believe that's it. Looks good to me. Let's submit. Submit it. Sheesh, got it. I don't even know how much time that took. How long has my stream been going? We're under 30 minutes. Sheesh. It's just a medium. Let's not get too excited. It's a medium. Okay, I'm really excited. Bro, it's a medium. Chill your face. What are we going to do next? Some binary trees, some backtracking. I don't know what backtracking means. Design programming, I know what it means, and it terrifies me. Other. Let's do other. Sum of two integers sounds easy. Evaluate reverse Polish majority element. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Tina. Can you pick 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 2, 3. Dynamic programming it is. Coin change. I freaking. I know what this problem is. I just hate it. All right, thanks. So it's the coin change problem, right? I swear I hope they ask me this in an interview because I've done this problem like 5 times now. Algo expert, Leetcode. You know what? Does Algo expert even... I think they also do. I can't show this on screen because they'll delete my account if I stream Algo expert. I'm just double checking if they consider... Okay, so there's number of ways to make change and there's min number of coins for given value. Those are 2 different problems, right? But they're related. And coin change, number of ways to make change, I think. I don't know. It could be either one. We'll find out. Algo expert does consider them mediums. I was just checking if they consider them similar. Okay. Cool. Close that. Yeet. I don't see anything in the chat yet. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, so you're given an integer array coins. An integer array coins. Yep. Representing different coins in different denominations. Okay, like a penny, a double penny, and a nickel. I just made up the term double penny. It makes sense to me. And an integer amount representing the total amount of money. Return the fewest number of coins that you need to make up that amount. Yeah, okay. So I haven't actually done this exact variant of this problem, but let's go. If that amount of money cannot be made up by any combination of coins, return -1. You may assume that you have an infinite number of each kind of coin. Must be nice. This is like one of those rich people problems. Okay. So just thinking about this logically before I dive into the code, I think the way that I get to the minimum number of coins is that I use the largest denomination possible. So I need to make sure coins are sorted. Which may be done by default. And that example, it seems to be sorted, but I don't know if I can trust that. It's not explicitly sorted anywhere. May be true by default. This is another case, like, don't get too hung up on it. It's literally just a dot sort. Coins equals coins dot sort. Right? And then in a real interview, you could just ask them. I think I just bit like a chicken bone or something. Okay. I would love them to tell me to implement sort by hand. Why? Because that's like a fairly easy thing to do. It's way easier than like if they gave me another medium or hard algorithm. So I'm going to just go for this, though. I think they'll usually let you do this in advanced interviews. In a lower level interview, they might be like, how do you actually sort it? And I'd be like, let me tell you. I'd love to tell you. And kill our interview time doing that, because it's not that hard and I can look really good doing it. Okay. Now that we got it sorted. So basically, I think I use as many of the big denominations as I can. That's my thought. Is there a case where that's wrong? Okay, so let's think about like 11. Wow, they had 11 too. How crazy is that? Right, 551. -1 finds 0. Interesting. That's a nice edge case. If not amount, you could also say if amount. Let's be fine. We'll be a little more technical there. More explicit. So if amount equals 0, if amount equals 0, return 0. If amount equals 0, return 0. It's basically a business rule. These are like a bunch of interesting edge cases, right? If the amount they tell me is one of my denominations, I can just return 1 because I can just give them 1 coin. So got that working. Frankly, I could sort after that and get a small perf gain, but we'll leave that alone. 3 is what? Bigger than 2? Fine, that doesn't work. If the first coin is bigger than amount, then I'm going to return -1. So like, let's say this coin was 4. This amount was 3. There's no way I can do it. This could also be defined a rule where, all right, so there's 2 more edge cases. Let's just do all the edge cases. Why don't we? If coins.length is 1 and the amount mod the first coin is not 0, return -1. Okay. If amount is less than coins 0, return -1. So because that'd be like the smallest coin I have is too big. So there's no way I can give you exact change. Let me make sure it's about exact change. Yeah. Because like I could overpay you, but they're not giving that. They're not saying that that's allowed. You're not allowed to like overpay. Cool, so I think we handled a bunch of the weird scenarios. Now it's time to handle like the happy path of the normal case. So so at this time, at this location, amount is greater than coins 0. If coins includes amount, or if if coins dot length is equal to 1. If coins dot length is equal to 1, if there's only one coin, see, we can make this an if else because this is actually 2 exclusive cases and I can get rid of that block. If there's exactly one coin, it's either going to work or it's not going to work, okay? Okay, and I need to output the number of coins, not the... Yeah, it's fine. If amount mod coin 0, so there's only one coin and the amount is divisible by it, then we're going to return amount divided by coin 0. So like say that the coin is 2 and the amount is 6, the mod would be 0. There's like 0 remainder. That's what that means. And if there's 0 remainder, it's divisible. So I can just do 6 divided by 2, which is 3 coins. Okay. Else return -1. Coin change DP gave up on this problem. Yeah, dude, I don't consider this problem trivial. Dude or lady, I don't know. I don't consider it a trivial problem. It's a medium, right? So it's not like it's an easy. But I can tell you, for me, I've had to try this a few times. And dynamic programming is just like screws with my brain. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. So the cool thing about this is now that I know, like I've exhaustively tested all possibilities of coin's length 1. Okay. Can coin's length be 0? No. Coin's length can't be 0. So here I know coins.length is greater than or equal to 2. So that's something that's interesting about this like happy normal path that I'll be testing below. So I can rely on these 2 additional rules that I couldn't rely on up here. Amount is greater than coins 0. And coins.length is greater than or equal to 2. So now we're going to have to loop through. We're going to have to loop. And this is just one of those things that I've memorized. I know that's like terrible. But basically, time complexity is the multiplication. It's dn. dn. Okay, that's for combinations. We're not doing combinations. We're not doing combinations. So maybe I can do this, maybe. maybe O of n. Time complexity. And what will I need to store? By the way, I love doing this in an actual interview, is knock out the easy edge cases, ask clarifying questions, get to the happy path. And when you're thinking through the happy path, this is a great time to pause and do your complexity analysis. Rather than waiting till the end, because you can pause right here and your interviewer is going to be totally fine if you just take a breather and kind of switch, and it gives you time to kind of process. Because otherwise I feel like I'm rushing. So maybe I can have a 0 or like an O of n time complexity. Do I need to sort a subsidiary array? No. All I'm looking for, all I need to store is a value. I think. Okay. So at most, O of n space complexity, and that would be a stored coin collection. But I think we can do constant. Store just total. So I think we can get away with storing just the total, or like storing just the current best and maybe the last best. And storing a collection wouldn't be O of n. It would only be if you have to store many coin collections plus their sum. Okay, at most O in space time complexity 1, 2, 3, 4. Realistically, O of 1, which is also called constant, aka constant, space complex, because I think I can store cur and priv best collection plus sum. So I think I only need to store like 1 or 2 things, which is like 1 or 2 coin collections and their sum. And so that's fixed, right? So those coin collections, would the size of them move with the number of input coins? This gets kind of goofy because technically the coin collection size could move with the number of coins. Like if there's only 2 coins. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, O of n is, I guess, possibility. I just don't think it's accurate. What specific certifications would you recommend right off the bat? You don't need a degree. The answer is the Codecademy front end. Codecademy front end developer. Codecademy Pro front end path. Codecademy Pro front end path. Cool. That's the answer. Thanks for the question. Okay, great. Let me double check Facebook. All right, cool. Nothing on Facebook. There's something here on LinkedIn. That's not a chat message. Okay. Great. So basically, I think I'm going to have to loop through all coins. So O of n, time complexity. Would I have any need to loop n by n coins? Yeah, there's a world where there's like some kinds of solutions. If I did like every combination of these coins, I think that's silly. I don't think I need to do that. I'm going to start with the larger coin. Oh, can I just do reverse? I think reverse is a thing. Okay, so we're going to sort and reverse. And that will put my biggest ones up front. And so, and I can do a for loop instead of a while loop. So I'm going to take an iterative approach. Maybe I should be using recursion. I don't think I need to use recursion. I could be wrong about that. But I'm going to use a for loop here. This is going to be let I equals 0. I is less than coins.length. Length. I plus plus. And so this will be const cur coin equals coins 0, right? So that's my current coin. And then we will use the let coin counter equal 0. So here we are going to spend as many coins as we can. While amount. This will be, we'll do let remaining amount equal amount. I don't want to mutate amount in place. So we're going to have this other thing, which is the remaining amount, and it will be initialized to the amount. And we'll have initially 0 coins, right? So while cur coin is less than or equal to remaining amount, we're going to start, so like, let's say it's $1 and I have a quarter. I'm going to start putting, I'm going to start putting those quarters. We're going to do remaining amount minus equals cur coin. So I just paid you a quarter, okay? And now my coin counter has to go up. Okay? If we get to 0, if it was $1 and I paid you in quarters, quarters are not my smallest, but I still paid you cleanly in quarters, I'm going to break out of my loop. I'm going to exit early. And here I'm just going to return coin counter, because I want to return the number of coins, right? If remaining, the remaining amount is 0. Otherwise, it will loop and go to the next coin. Right? And the question is, at the end of the day, is there a remaining amount? Actually, I can just return -1 here. Negative. Because if I even get there, there has to be some remaining amount that wasn't paid. And if there's some remaining amount that wasn't paid, it's a business rule, arbitrary. They want us to return -1. Okay? So I'm not going to break here. I'm just going to return coin counter now. I think this is my first pass. I think this could work. Let's see. Cannot find coin. Did you mean coins? Thank you. I totally did. Coins, coins, coins. Okay. In 5 minutes here, I'm going to post a TikTok. This is just testing. So it says I returned -1, and I shouldn't have. So this is just testing. Okay, it got all the way through it, right? So -1 is returned in a few places. So I was just trying to parse out which -1 got returned. So this is the guy. I'm going to console.log my coins and make sure that it is doing the sort and reverse thing that I want it to. Run code, yeah. Stay hydrated, baby. Stay hydrated when you're leak coding. Orange mango. Superior hydration, it says. Some good stuff, honestly. Have you ever wondered what if you could sing so well that you get hit with a DMCA just for like doing a cappella? That'd be rad. So, McLovin, bro, why this didn't work? So I have my correct coins. All right. Coins.length. So we know that we're going in here. Okay. I mean, I can add a console log if you want to, but I'm very confident. That first coin is going to be a 5, okay? 5 is not less. Now we have our answer. Remaining amount is less than or equal. While remaining amount, yeah, right? 5 is less than or equal to remaining amount. Yeah, it is. Okay, we can check that as well. Let's go ahead and check it. Let me put this here. We can do 2 birds with 1 stone, debugging, and ensure that I hit that location, which I expect I am hitting. Oh. Huh. Coins 521. Okay. I was thinking one possibility is that the in-place mutation is failing. Like until it's sort reverse, and then it's like like a sealed input or something. And it's like, no, I'm not sorted and reversed. But that is not the case. Excuse me. So here we can see that. Oh, because it's perfectly divisible. Okay. Okay. So this break thing, it does need to happen. Return. So this will be just a break. I had some logic that was wrong where I said if you get to this line 47, it must be the case that there's some unpaid remainder. That's not true. You can have a perfect payment across diverse coins. So we do need to check, is the remaining amount equal to 0? If it is, we're going to return coin counter. Otherwise, return -1. Okay, so that was the hole in my logic, I believe. Got some good debugging in. Are we still under an hour? We're at 52. Okay, my answer is remaining amount 0. So why is it not? Because we got to 11, we got to 6. Okay. We got to 11, we got to 6. And then it should have been 1, right? Okay, let me reinstate my console.log. I do remember it never showed up. There was something that was suspicious. What never showed up was the 1. The 1 never showed up, which is suspicious. So why does that happen? Okay, so we got the 11, we got the 6, and then it would have been -5 again. It would have been a 1. And so that's why it doesn't loop again, right? And that should have hit my 4. And that should have hit my 4 and incremented the next cur coin to, is it 521? So I should see all the coins hit this cur coin. So 5, it's like 55555. So that's bad. Oh man. Cur coin 0 every time. I'm bad. I almost just want to submit it straight up, but don't ever get too hasty. Benawad lost a competitive programming runtime because he got too hasty. So learn from Benawad. All right, so that's expected. Great, submit. Cool. Oh no, what's this? Why is that 2? Output is -1. Expected is 2. Oh, okay. So this big one like should have flopped, right? And then cur coin is less than or equal to remaining amount. Should have been 1. Go in here, remaining amount minus equals 1. So now remaining amount is 1. My coin counter goes from 0 to 1. Okay. And then boom. It's still less than or equal to 1. 0 that. Coin counter plus plus. 1, 2. So my coin counter should be at 2. Okay. Oh, this. Do I get to this when I only have 2 coins? Do I get to this? I should, right? My special cases. My special cases deal with a length of 0 and a length of 1. Coins includes amount, return 1. Coins.length is 1. So I don't have amount is less than coins 0. Ah! What? That should not be hitting. This would mean that coins is still unsorted at that point. Let's see. Do y'all see it? Do you see what I'm missing? Part of me wants to comment this block and then give it a shot. Because if it was unordered and if the big number came first, the amount would be less. I'd return -1. Shouldn't be happening though. You're using a greedy strat. You gotta use DP. I know, you're right. Yeah, I feel like this one doesn't need dynamic programming, but it is under dynamic programming section, so like I probably should be. So what if I did this a recursive way? The recursive, so I would have to like build up an array and say like, can I make 1 coin? Yes. Can I make 2 coins? Yes. Can I make 3 coins? Yes. And like build it up like that. It would, I think it would still be hitting a similar logic because I would be saying, instead of subtracting 1 from remaining amount, I would be adding 1 to, a starting point of 0. Okay, I mean, we can do it that way. I don't really see the difference, but maybe just redoing it would be, like just recoding it fresh could help. So let's say let current amount equals 0. And we're going to build up every coin from 0. I think we already handled if the amount is 0. So really let current amount equal 1. Nope. The minimum I can build is coins 0. So let current amount equal coins 0. Dang, it's like way more complicated this way, actually. I have to look at all the coin combinations. Because what if coin 0 is 2? And then what if coin 1 is 5? I can't just go 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, all those 2s. Because 5 is not a multiple of 2. So can I build 0? Can I build 1? Can I build 2? And you build all the way up, but it's like all that stuff is useless, because really the question is, can you build amount? Like, it doesn't matter if you can build the coins before then. So how do you build amount? The dynamic programming would be like, can you build the amount that's before amount? So like there are different possible amounts before amount, and that depends on the coins you have. We got Leetcode contest in 3.5 hours. Oh yeah, that's tonight, isn't it? Okay, I'll try and do that one. I feel like what do they have, like 3 or 4 questions on those? I feel like I usually get 1. Yeah, I'll definitely do that tonight. 4 questions, 90 minutes. Yeah, I think I usually get 1, and then I sometimes get 2. I don't think I've ever gotten 3. Oh, Google Kickstart is right after that. Google Kickstart, is that free or? Google Kickstart is paid or? Sick. No condom, Chris. Thanks for turning up, dude. Thanks for turning up. And you're on Twitch? Awesome. I don't think I've ever done this Google Kickstart. So can I like register now, or it says like registration is open? This is the right one on screen. Coding competitions with Google. My nickname. Always go with Vanderveer. Thanks. Location you're representing is Afghanistan. Sheesh. Nah, bro. It's United States, Virginia. Do they have states in here? Virginia, United States. I consent to provide Google with information about my gender. Pretty sure they already know. Leetcoding at... Whoa, you're at the airport? Literally, that feels difficult. I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I consent to provide... I'm a white guy, Google. I'm pretty sure you know this. Usually go with JavaScript. Guys, don't use Python too. Just don't do it. If y'all are on TikTok, don't have balls. Yeah, right? Like, that's way too hard. I'm not sure how noisy it is there, but, or whatever. But if y'all are on TikTok, though, follow me. This is my TikTok. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can stream over there, too. You have to have 1,000 people to stream on TikTok. So this is me. I'm about to post a video once I'm done registering. I'm not going there, bro. Yee! Yee! When did I graduate? It was this year. I got a PhD earlier this year. 2021. Me and Google. Do you wish to be contacted about... Yeah, sure. Link to resume? What? Just look at my LinkedIn, Google. I'm pretty sure y'all already have me in your system anyway. Y'all can all add me on LinkedIn if you want. Yeah. I guess. No, I actually don't want a bunch of emails. Thanks, though. I would like to receive Google Prizes. Duh. Is this a school or commercial address? No. Great, now you know my address. Okay, don't come to my fucking house. Just don't do it. I'm actually going to take it off screen for a minute. Okay. Cool, so I have a coding competition profile. That's cool. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I do have a PhD in econ. Yeah. Yeah. Google Scholar me, bro. So this is me. This is my stuff. These are my papers. I'm not like super cited. I graduated this year, okay? Get off my back. I'm not that cited. Yeah, thanks. I have some papers, but I'm just not super well cited. So this will be cool. So that's going to help me with Leetcode and stuff too. Great. Let me publish my "You doing sweet to pay the bills better." I'm all in on programming. I'm like done. Like, I'm not trying to be a professor of economics. You learn how. So my blog is called After Econ. Feel free to check it out. I talk about economics sometimes. But the thing is like if you learn how economics works, you should actually start applying it. There's these people who like learn economics and then they never apply it. They're into the knowledge or something. I feel like those people are cut out to be professors. Me, now that I know how economics works, I want to use it. And one of the things that we know in economics is that technology is where value comes from. But this guy on Twitch got an interview from just solving one question. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I mean, I got no problem getting interviews. But yeah, that's cool for them. I guess maybe for juniors it's cool. My thing is like you get to the interview and then you like screw it all up. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. Just give me 3 minutes, y'all. I have to post my TikTok. Got to keep it on schedule so I can grow my ginormous audience. This is a funny one. Maybe I should play it. Maybe I should play it for you here on the stream, the TikTok I'm posting. I'm going to. Programming. Cool. And that is pasted now. All right, let me show you this. This is kind of funny. So this video I did kind of popped off, right? It's got like almost 10,000.
Are you high right now?
Bitch, you guessed it. You was right.
Are you high right now?
All right, so that's the background, right? So this person commented.
Bitch, you guessed
This person commented. Where'd it go? Yeah. So does GitHub use GitHub? Whoa. And then this person is like, tweet on LinkedIn on TikTok, which it was. So I quoted Nacho. By the way, I told Nacho, I was like, dude, your tweet got me a little viral. He's like, good for you. So that was awesome to see that community love. So Nacho tweeted, and then some other person I don't know, you can kind of see their name back there, but it's kind of like obfuscated. They posted the tweet on LinkedIn. And then I took a screen cap of the tweet on LinkedIn and put it on TikTok. Okay, so this guy's 100. Now, this needs to get refreshed because
Are you high right now? Are you?
bitch, you
I meant to reply to his comment. Tweet on LinkedIn on TikTok. No, dude. Yeah, it is, right? It's like crazy. Tom598. Yeah, I definitely replied to them. I don't know. I think the web screen is like delayed on its updating. We can just do a front end. We can do a front end developer trick right here and do a clear cache and hard reload.
Are you high right now? Are you?
bitch, you
Maybe it just doesn't display the video responses on this. That's pretty sad. Anyway, whatever. On the cell phone, you can see. On the cell phone, you can see I responded to him. So this is the response. Oh, yeah. So this is the response.
Are you high right now?
bitch, you guessed it. You was right.
Are you high right now?
I think that's pretty funny, personally. I'm gonna send this to Nacho. Y'all can watch. Okay, great. Let's get back to work, huh? That was fun. I was piddling around with this like non-dynamic approach, and it's like, John, use the dynamic approach. I'm trying to get my, like, it just feels so inefficient to do it the dynamic way. To build up an array. I guess I don't need to build up an array, right? So, but if I'm not building up an array, it feels just like an iterative approach. Like, can I make the last coin amount? Can I make the last coin amount? What's the difference between that and can I make this coin amount in an iterative fashion? Could be missing the point there. I'll give this maybe 5 more minutes and then I'll go look at a solution. Okay. At this location, amount is greater than coin 0. Yep. It could be equal to coin 0, huh? No. Yeah, because if amount equals coin 0, we would have already returned. So it is greater than coin 0, and coins.length is greater than or equal to 2. So we're going to loop through the coins, and then for each coin, we are going to decrement while we can. And I think we ran, like, the base case worked fine. When I get the wrong answer, will it still log? Let's see about that. Part of the way to get good at Leetcode is like just learn how Leetcode works, you know? Like the fact that Leetcode expresses linked lists as an array tripped me out for like a hot minute. So I'm gonna submit this. This is gonna flop. My question is can I read my logs? I know I can see the logs if I run code, but can I see the logs if I submit? Looks like the answer is no. More details? Maybe this will give me more details. No. It didn't actually give me. So more details does not include the logs. Okay. While cur coin is less than or equal to the remaining amount. So that big one should never enter this loop. The little, the one should. Let's do this. This feels so lame, but whatever. This should flop. Output 5 expected 4. Output 5 expected 4. So 10, 5, 2, 1. 10, 5, 2, 1. Yup, that should output 5. What is going on? So I subtract 10 and now I got 8 in the remainder. Okay. 8 is less than, yeah, so that should not continue, right? So then we go to the next coin. The next coin is 5. So I'm on 8, drop 5. Drop 5, and then it's 3, so I shouldn't hit it again. Go to the next coin, it's 2, drop 2, shouldn't hit it again. So something is not working here. Ten, 5, 2, 1. This should not be it, but I'm just going to do it for my own sanity. Let's make sure that we have reversed is distinct from coins. How did I output 5? 10, 5, 2, 1. Cur coin can never be 0, can it? Yeah, coin can never be 0, so I don't have to worry about that. The remaining out is, if the remaining amount is 0, no, I think I'm stumped. I think I need to check the solution. If remaining amount is 0. Yeah, it's one of each. So it's 4 coins. It's one of each. 10, 5, 2, 1. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're talking about the dynamic programming way. So I talked about that earlier. So um, if I do that, I have like a big array of values in memory that I otherwise don't need. So it's actually less efficient. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think it is. My implementation is not doing even what I want it to do. Because literally what this should be doing is it should be going through the coins in reverse order. DP by definition uses memory. Yeah. This is just not doing what I want. Like it should be hitting each of my coins once. And it's somehow this coin counter is getting hit an extra time. Let I is 0. I is less than reverse dot length. Okay, if cur coin. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna look at the solution. Maybe they're using dynamic programming too. But I'm hoping to see the iterative approach solved over here. Because I feel like that close. Subscribe to unlock, dude. Are you effing kidding? It's in Java. I mean, I can read Java, but so here's the DP. Where's the time and where's the analysis on this? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So this is like not good, right? Dynamic top down accepted. I'm gonna look at Algo Expert off screen and see their explanation. Their explanations are like really good. O in D time, O in space. Wow. Okay. Well, and mine was O of n time, but constant space. So, yeah, I mean, I guess everyone is like, do it the dynamic way, even if it takes more space. Okay. All right, well, okay, we can do that. All right, let's do it. This is super frustrating because I don't know what's wrong with this program. Maybe this, like, I'm like so guessing at this point. Yeah, this problem. Is this, yeah, it's not even like a super long integer. It's not like a super long integer problem. All right, well, dang, I'm gonna move on. Let's do it some other way. Here, I can do this in my console and get logging. This is just an array, right? Yeah. So this will be var input equals coin changes. So coin change of input and 2 is -1. Okay, now I can actually debug it. Because it's acting like it never gets to the 1. Yeah, it never gets to the 1. Okay. What if I get rid of all these guys? And now it does get to the 2. So yeah, this is way better debugging. I don't know why Leetcode makes that difficult. So something in my edge cases is wrong. It's returning 1 right here. If reversed length is exactly 1, which it's not. So this, if amount is less than reversed 0. Yeah, they do. They do. Oh, it does? Okay. Hey, do you know if I pay premium? Yeah, VS Code for the win. Do you know if I pay premium, can I stream it, or do they get mad about that? Because I'll pay for premium if I can still stream. Can I stream premium Leetcode? They don't care? All right, chill. Yeah, so maybe like, I don't know, in a week or two I'll get the premium one. Got it. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. So which of my is it this one or this one? Amount is less than reversed 0. Which of my reversed includes amount? Like, it shouldn't hit any of those. Like, which of those is it hitting? Okay, reversed 0. Yeah, that's it. It shouldn't be reversed 0. Because reversed 0 is the biggest one, not the smallest one. So this was a bad shortcut right here. I feel literally so much better now that I know what the issue was. Even if it's like not the dynamic way, just the fact that I know what the issue is makes me feel so much better. So instead of 0, we're going to do reversed.length -1 and run that. And submit that. Okay, so this is a different issue, right? 125.10.0. One, 2, 5, 10. 1, 2, 5, 10 with 18. So 5, 2, 10, 1. 5, 2, 10, 1. It's doing string sorting. Oh man, it's doing string sorting. What if I do this? What if I just don't sort it? Yeah, so the issue is that it's doing string sorting. Two, 5, 10, 1. Great, so they don't always give it to you in order. So I do need to sort and reverse. So it is needed. Look, everything's coming together. We just need to roll our own sort. A, B. A minus B. Right? I think that's right. Unexpected token, our types. Let's get rid of our types. So now it's 4, and that is expected. A. Oh, sorry. Why did my Chrome not catch that? Because it's JavaScript, not TypeScript. So what is this if I sort it? A, comma, B goes to A minus B. 83, so then it's like, oh yeah, I don't need to sort and then reverse because I can just do a reverse sort. Hello. So B minus A, so that's a little better. A, B, B, A. A, B, B. B minus A. 419, 408, 186, 83. Okay, so it's sorting correctly. 6294. How much is that Leetcode premium? I might even get it tonight. All right, so coin change. $159. Is that per year? That's per year, right? All right, so we're tossing out -1, and that's bad. And let's see. Binarysearch.com. Oh, I never heard of this one. Let's check this out. Sick. I mean, 159 isn't cheap, but I'd still do it. This looks cool. Awesome. Hey, thanks for mentioning this. Thanks for mentioning this. I'm going to put that to the side so I can look at it later some more. Coin change. So let's debug this and let's try getting rid of the special conditions. Okay, so it's not a special condition that's throwing it. It's literally... What's my algo? What do you mean? Trying to fit... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I sort and reverse the order of the coins. Yeah, it's greedy. It's greedy, you know? So, what is that? 6249 mod 419. It's gonna be 383. So then I'd drop down to 186. 383 minus 186. Now I got 197 minus 186. Now I got 11. So there is a remainder. Okay, so cramming as many coins as possible just doesn't work, huh? Yep. No, you're right. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Yep. Little guy, come on. You're going to bed?
I have a milk.
Come here.
I have a milk.
Come here.
I have a milk.
This is Sam. Sam is almost 3.
Hug.
Aw. Have a good sleep.
Say no,
Daddy.
Bye-bye.
Come on.
Sure, you can close the door. Either way. All right, so let's do this the dynamic programming way, which is the right way that I should be doing it. I have inner peace and I can move on because it's one thing. It's one thing if like your algorithm is wrong. So that's like a problem. But like it's a different thing when like your program is not even doing what you want it to do and you don't know why, right? Like that's what had me really stuck on it. To show how greedy fails. Knapsack. Cool. Let me write that down. Knapsack problem. Maybe I'll do that one next. Actually, I don't know if I'll have time, but I'll do that either today or tomorrow. Thank you for that recommendation. Okay. So we're going to do this the real... Oh, I deleted everything. We're going to restart over here. Okay. So we're going to still go for O of n time complexity, and then the strategy is going to be different. We're going to check every... So do I do forward or backwards? Forward or backwards? Okay. I'm going to go forwards. This could be the wrong way. Let me cheat. I'm going to cheat and see if they use a hash map that's forwards. For coin and coins, yep. For X in range, coin amount plus 1. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it's a forward hash map. Is that a hash map? It's an array. Okay, fine. But it's like for memoization or for caching. And we start at 0. All right, so I totally cheated at this point, but we're still going to do it. Because writing helps you remember. So this is going to be const. They call it DP. I want to call it Yeah, that's a great point. I don't know. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, you're seeing what No Condom Chris is saying. But if you're not on Twitch, he says a lot of people get confused because the greedy approach works for US currency, but it doesn't work for like, excuse me, it doesn't work in general for like any combination of inputs. I want to call this like cached. So we need an array, and what is the length is the amount plus 1. We're going to fill it with zeros. I think this is correct. It feels brute forcey, but it's like really not. But it just feels brute forcey. You're like, I'll just check every number. For every coin. I think I'm doing this right. For every coin, no, dude, that's not right. For every coin, yeah, this is hard for me to get my mind around. For every coin, for X in range, coin to amount plus 1. Okay, because it's like we're defaulting it to infinity times. Yeah. It's a value of infinity. That's what's happening. Don't fill it with 0. Fill it with infinity because we're going to go for a min operation. So this will be like min coins at each amount. Min coins at each amount. To do min operation for each spot and min coins at each amount. Okay. Const cur coin of coins. Okay. Const cur coin of coins. So this is going to be, do I need to sort it? I don't actually know if it matters if I sort it, but we're going to do coins equals coins dot sort. We'll roll our own sort so we don't get that string sorting. And we will do like a forward sort, A minus B. So little ones first, pennies first. For let I equal cur coin, I think that would be the starting point. Cur coin is less than, or I is less than amount I plus plus. So it just feels like a really big time complexity from, yeah. This is not O in time complexity. This is O of n times m time complexity, where m is amount, right? I think that's right, because I'm gonna have to like check all these amounts, and then we know it's gonna take more space complexity because we're gonna store min coins at each amount. So is that O of n, or is that bigger than O of n? So no, it's just O of n. Min coins at Well, this would be O of M. And N is number of coins. Okay? I think that's right. Okay. Did you know that chewing gum can increase blood flow in glycolysis in the brain? So it can help you think. Chewing gum, no joke. I just had some fire pasta. 2 birds with 1 stone meant gum because we're going to fix that stanky breath. Okay. So let I equal curcoin. How do I store it? That's the question. Do I have to do every combination of coins? Kind of feels like at this point I should just have every combination of coins. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at the last coin. I look at the last coin. 0, 0. So let's say that I have 2 here. If my current coin is 2, and 2 is the minimum, and the last coin is 1, we're never going to check that last coin, so we don't have to worry about that, because I starts with current coin. So amount, if it's 2, 2, then you know it's 1. What if it's 3? If it's 3, you can't just look at the last coin and add 1. What do? You look at the last coin and what? In a range of coins. dp of x is the minimum between dp of x, so this would be like infinity, and dp of x minus coin. Okay, so you don't just do -1, you do minus coin, and then plus 1. That's interesting. Why do you add 1? So let's say I have the 2 coin here, so I got 3. So it'd be dp of 3 minus 2 plus 1. Nope, something's wrong. Oh, you're adding 1 because of this 0, I think. I think we're just adding 1 because of the 0. dp of x minus coin. So x minus coin would be 1. So the dp of 1 would be infinity, and then it's infinity plus 1, which is just infinity, which would be correct. Okay. You're plussing 1 as an index maneuver. Oh, no. Plussing 1 is not an index maneuver. So why would I simply add 1 coin? Okay, yeah, I am simply adding one coin. If I do minus coin, coin is the value, 1 is the number of coins. So in general, this is the coin value, and this is the number of coins. And we're storing DP is the number of coins. So that's why we get to do that. Okay. Then I think at the end, we're just going to return amount, right? I think that's it. So we compute this, and maybe it is infinity. But if it is infinity, then we return -1. Okay. Cool. If it's infinity, otherwise, so this would be min coins I'm pretty sure infinity equals infinity in JavaScript. Yeah. TypeScript is just JavaScript with types. So even though this is set to TypeScript, I can just compare it against my console. Okay. I should have kept some of my some of my previous edge cases. I think that was one of the edge cases that we have to handle. Yeah. Okay. So we're working on this, and it's a min operation. Math.min. And it's either what it already is. It's either what it already is, which is infinity, or it's smaller than infinity. Minus the value of the coins plus the number of coins. Minus the value of the coins. Break that line, make it a little more readable. So the minimum number of coins at each amount is either, or it's like the minimum of what we can already make it with, or a smaller amount. And the smaller amount is simply remove the amount of coins, that many spots back in amount, and then add 1. Okay. Just melts my brain. Okay. So what went wrong here? So min coins equals infinity is what ended up happening. So for each coin, we can just sanity check that that's working, but I think it is. One, 2, 5. Kercoin 1, 2, 5. Okay. So let I equal kercoin. So let I equal 1. So I is less than amount, I plus plus, yep. So this would be like every single place. So min coins at each amount. Is either infinity or min coins at each amount minus 1 plus 1. So this should be 1. Excuse me. Min coins at each amount of 1 minus 1 is 0. Is 0. This whole guy should be 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay. Let's do this. Oh. I have a guess about what it might be. Is it, I didn't shift it by 1. Answer is undefined, shifted by 1 in the wrong direction. No, your answer 2, expected answer 3. No, I think this is right, because usually you'd subtract 1, except here we're doing plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 is plus 0, so that's why it ends up being dead on. All right, we're about to get spammed with a bunch of logs. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Yeah, what's with all these 11s? Amount 11, 11. Okay, no, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do this. Const min equals, we'll call that cur min. So the current min, because I want to log that as well. I should see that going up with the 1. Cur min. Cur min is going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did it like forget or something? Min coins at each amount. Let's see. My cur min seems to be working, but the memoization, my cache is like failing somehow. Look, 0, okay. 1, 2, nope, already wrong. So with 2, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. This is how many coins at minimum to make 1. This is how many coins at minimum to make 2. I have a 2 coin, so I could do 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is wrong. Why is that happening? Yep, because I just never tested that location. All right, I want to go for the submit button, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to make sure that the test passes, but I'm pretty sure that was it. It just never tested that index. Okay, cool. Finished your input, and there's the expected. Yeah. Okay, so submit. Awesome. We did a dynamic programming problem. I still don't feel great about that. I basically cheated but then I did it myself. Got some practice in. That's good. Hopefully it sticks in the old noggin. Hey, that's all I'm going to do for today. Thank you all so much for coming out. Let me give a special shout to this guy one more time. No Condom Chris. I don't know about that username, guy, but I think you've been a big help. I'm going to... yeah, possibly get into that Leetcode competition. I also want to sleep, but that's a great recommendation. And then the other one was binarysearch.com, and the other recommendation was Kickstart. Google Kickstart. All great recommendations.